Welcome back, Mr. J family. It is me, Mr. J with Miss J Show. And today, my friends, we are continuing down this random rabbit hole of just basically random Filipino artists on the Wish bus. Looks like next is Four of Spades perform Mundo live. Don't know this person either. Anyways, we're going to find out what he's about. Like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications, hit that super thanks button, join Patreon, and like always, thank you for watching, and let's get it. Oh, it's a whole band. Oh, this guy's play. Okay, never mind. I was hearing something I wasn't seeing, and you know that bugs me. But now I can see this guy over here has See, this is why I like to learn people's names, is because I hate saying this guy over here. You know, it's so. You guys know how I feel about it.
Wish 1075.
Saan darating ang mga salita?
Ooh.
Na nanggagaling sa aming dalawa. Kung lumisan ka, wag naman sana.
Those harmonies, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
Ika'y kumapit na nang hindi makawala. Aking sinta, ikaw na ang tahanan at mundo. Balik, mananatili na sa piling mo. Mundo'y magiging ikaw. Huwag mag-alala kung nahihirapan ka. Balik ka na, sumama ka, pagmasdan mga tala.
I really like them a lot already. Already, I love them.
Aking sinta, ikaw na ang tahanan at mundo. Sa pagbalik, mananatili na sa piling mo. Mundo'y
That's an interesting choice for that guitar player. It's not necessarily a clean channel. It's got a little bit of distortion on the back end, but the reverb makes it sound like extra chunky, which gives it that, oh, how do you say, it's like, because it sounds very similar to a clean channel, but you can hear that little bit of distortion on the back end of it. So I'm wondering if it's because he has maybe the gain turned way back down or way down. I'm not sure. I might have to send this to my older brother. Like I said, he plays electric guitar a lot better than I do. So I'll have to ask him what's going on here, because I have an idea, but it kind of sounds like he has the gain turned way down. Yeah, because it's definitely not a clean channel. Going. Picking up space. Oh, he's still going. Wait. When did he change the channel there? Bro, fuck off. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I forgot that my mic can pick up everything I said. I said the F word. I apologize. It was because it was a telemarketer, like, just blowing up my phone or something. And it was vibrating against the side of the couch, and I was like, what is that noise? And then when I looked at it, I was like, because on my phone it says like scam likely or like telemarketer likely or whatever else. So when I saw it, I was like, this isn't even something important. Why are you calling me? So I apologize for cursing. I did not mean to. But as you know, I don't edit my videos, so it's staying in there. Hey, even Mr. J makes mistakes sometimes. I'm not perfect. Yeah, that's what I thought.
magiging ikaw.
Wish Exclusive on Wish 1075.
Okay, I want to hear something really quick. I wanted to make sure I didn't want to interrupt it anymore, but
Nananatili ka sa
okay, so he has okay, there's a lot to say. There's a lot to say, but I'll try to keep it short. But you know that doesn't really usually happen with me, but whatever. Um the lead guitar player is absolutely incredible. When the when he did the started his solo, I was like, "Oh, cool." And then it kept going. And then it kept going. And then it kept going. I was like, "Sheesh. This dude is like going ham." He's very, very talented. I love it. There's a little part in it where I need to send to my brother to get confirmation of what's happening as far as sound wise, but that's it. Nothing too serious. But yeah, he's very, very talented. Okay, second guitar player and I assume lead vocalist. Um, great voice control and very, very amazing control over his head voice and his falsetto. Um, he's singing a lot in his falsetto, and you know that can be risky if you don't know how to do it correctly, or not correctly, because uh, getting up in your head voice isn't really a hard thing to do. You have to know how to do it, but me, I just like spoke right there in my head voice or in my falsetto, right? Now, speaking in your falsetto or your head voices, well, it's similar but much different than actually singing in your falsetto. And the reason why I say it's a little dangerous to sing that much in your falsetto is because when you drop down back into your chest voice, um, if you don't do it correctly, there's sometimes a break, and sometimes that's unavoidable. Well, it's unavoidable if you're an out of practice singer like me. Um, Getting into my head voice down into my. Did you hear the little crack when I tried to go back down into my chest voice? Yeah, that's the risk you run when you use your falsetto like that. But he has so much control over his falsetto that it just turned out amazing. I know I said I'd keep it short, but I promise I'm almost done. Um, the bass guitar who is doing backup vocals, um, he he's an interesting fella there because he kind of kept switching. He kept switching from matching the lead vocalist's tone and pitch up in his head voice, and then he'd switch back to um, going about two. Let's say 2 octaves low, harmonizing with him 2 octaves lower. But you can tell when the bassist is singing in his head voice in the same note as the lead guitarist guy here. Yes, I know. I need to learn their names. It's bugging. It's bugging me. I hate saying this guy and that guy. But he also has very good breath control, or not breath control, vocal control, because he's able to slip in and out, do not only doing the harmonies but also matching the same tone as the lead vocalist. So they're all very talented. I'll say the drummer's talented. He didn't do anything wild in my opinion, but however, the drums, as someone who plays the drums, it's one of those instruments that I don't. This is my opinion, and I may be wrong, but I don't believe that everyone on the planet is coordinated enough to be able to play the drums. So just the fact that he can play the drums this well is already a big feat. Because, sure, with playing guitar and singing and stuff together, there's a lot of eye hand coordination that goes on, right? That's a given. However, when you're playing the drums, you kind of have to get used to playing. Like if you're playing eighth notes, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, right? Now you're hitting the hi hat on 1 and 2. Wait, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and yeah, the hi hat the entire time. You're hitting the snare on the 2 and the 4, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and right. Now, so this one's hitting more times than this one's hitting, right? This one's hitting throughout. This one's hitting on the 2 and 4, and then you have your leg, the bass drum, somewhere in the middle. When it comes to eighth notes, you always hit, well, not just eighth notes, but you always hit the bass drum on the 1. So in this case, it would be 1 and 2 and 3. So you hit on the 1 and the 3 with the bass, right? You hit on all of them on the hi-hat, and you hit on the 2 and the 4 on the snare. And if that sounds like a lot, that's because it is. Okay? So you have to be able to be not only have really good eye-hand coordination, like playing the guitar and singing at the same time, but you have to be able to do different rhythms with 3 different body parts, depending on the count, whether it's 8th notes or 16th notes or whatever. That's my long-winded way of saying I just don't believe that everyone can play the drums, because it's very, very complicated. However, I do believe that anybody and everybody with enough practice can learn how to sing and learn how to play guitar. I've been playing guitar for, well, I'm different because I have, what is that? I'm on the spectrum, so I learn things very easily on my own. But I've never had a lesson. I and I've had singing lessons before in the past, but when it comes to playing music, I've never been like quote unquote classically trained. I've learned on my own. Um, I guess what I'm saying is like, and this is just my opinion, obviously. If I can teach myself how to play the guitar, then I believe that anyone else can. Mm, if you don't believe me, buy a cheap guitar. Don't take any lessons. Don't learn how to read sheet music. Just learn how to read tabs. That's, in my opinion, that's the easiest way to learn how to play the guitar. Buy a guitar, learn how to read tabs, and your goal, well, and learn how to do bar chords. But I mean, there's a lot of things in between. But anyways, this video has gone on for way too long. I apologize. You guys just know I like nerding out about the musical side of it. Being a musician, I have a different perspective. I'm not going to just sit here like a bot and not comment on what I see. And there was a lot going on. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications, hit that super thanks button, join Patreon, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.